Hi, my name is Courtney and welcome to my channel. So today, as I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about my May TBR, all the books that I would like to read in May if I stay motivated to stay on task. I've actually never created a TBR before, but a lot of people seem to do this, and I think that that's honestly a great idea because I like grab bag for books every time I go to read a new one. So I think that hopefully this will be able to keep me organized, and this is such a great book, such a great month for books because there's so many new releases from authors I love. So I'm excited. So let's go ahead and get into what I hope to read this month. Obviously, first and foremost, we're going to be reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. I know that I have my Target stickers still on there, but don't judge me, okay? I wasn't going to buy this book. I wasn't going to buy it because I am upset that this book was released in hardcover and not paperback like the other ones I have from her. So I was gonna wait, I was gonna do the responsible thing and read it on my Kindle and then pay for the paperback when it comes out in a year. Unfortunately, this little sticker right here, 30% off, sucked me in. So I had to buy it. There wasn't another option. So I did buy it, and I'm really excited to have it now because now I can read it with my two little grubby hands. So I'm probably gonna get started on this like right away. I have been actively avoiding reading people's opinions about this book because if I am anything, I am easily influenced, and I do not need people's opinions about this book influencing my own opinion about it. It happens all the time. I'm just gonna be honest. I will read a book and then months later I will be like, I didn't even like that book. Other people liked that book. So with this, I'm trying to keep my mind clear of what other people think about it, and I can't wait to read it. Okay, next, again with the discount sticker. This book is from Costco. If you have a Costco membership, run. They always have a great book selection. You wouldn't think it, I didn't think it, but for some reason, Costco has been killing it with their book game lately. So A Court of Thorns and Roses, this is a book that I was de-influenced to buy from the internet. People were treating it like it was the next best thing, and sometimes that pushes me off a little bit. Another one that I saw people react to like it was God's gift to books, and then people reacting like, oh, this book is way too overhyped. It's probably somewhere in the middle, but something about me is that I like things, okay? I end up liking things more than I expect to, so everybody's opinions about this book pushed me off from buying it for a long time, even though it's highly likely that I will really like this book. So of course, A Court of Thorns and Roses by the one and only Sarah J. Maas. I've heard many a good thing about this book, and I'm excited to give it a try. I'm leaving room in my heart to accept and understand that I will probably read this book and then buy the next two books and read them right away because that's who I am as a person, okay? If I get hooked, I'm hooked. I did the same thing last month with not the Chloe Brown, but with the Brown Sister books by Talia Hibbard. I read the first one, not expecting to like it. I immediately went and bought the other two so that I could read it. So we're leaving room in my month of May to get obsessed with another series. So we'll see how this goes, and I'm excited to read this one too. The next book on my TBR is The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harlow. This is a book that I picked up in like a local bookstore on the coast when I went out there with my best friends for my birthday, and the bookstore owners could not speak highly enough about this book, and I haven't seen anybody talk about it. This book, from what I understand, is kind of like a cozy fantasy situation. If you can see my cat's tail, she has joined the party. This is fake. It's like a cozy fantasy situation. And I'm really excited to give it a try. I also love the name January for a character. Just to throw it back to my girl Emily Henry again. I've been really in kind of a cozy fantasy mood, although they can seem to be a little bit slower. So as the weather warms up, it's not always like one that I gravitate to. So we'll see how this goes. It's also a really pretty cover. Albeit difficult to read the title a little bit. So I'm now realizing that every book except for The 10,000 Doors of January has a sticker, a discount sticker. If you can't tell my feelings on book prices right now, everything is gonna have some sort of discount applied to it because it's too much. I get it. The price of everything is increasing, but it really breaks my heart. The books are so expensive. I did pick up Credence by Penelope Douglas at Barnes & Noble, the one and only. I picked it up because it was on sale and because I've heard good things about Penelope Douglas, but I've never really, like, I kind of struggle with more traditional or dark romances, not necessarily like the taboo of it all, but the tone of it is sometimes just a little heavy for me. I don't always pick them up, but this one I came across and I was like, oh, I'm gonna grab it because it's Penelope Douglas and I know people really like what she writes, that, you know, she's kind of polarizing, but I'll pick it up and give it a try. And then in the past 2 weeks, people have been blowing up about this book because it does have kind of a more taboo romance plotline, if I understand that correctly. I like when books do romance plotlines well like that, so I'm excited to give this one a try. We'll see how that goes. But she would like get Fig, can you come up here? Can you show the people who you are? You get up here? This is Fig. She's my naughty child. I hope you can actually see her. She really loves attention, so we're gonna give it to her. The last book on my physical TBR is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I read The House in the Cerulean Sea by him in February, and I loved it. I think it was February, March. And I think it was my favorite book that month. So cute and so cozy. Another kind of cozy fantasy book. This one I've heard might be a little bit darker. I think this kind of deals with the afterlife and a house and a whispering door. That's not helpful at all, but I'm excited to give this a try. And then also In the Lives of Puppets just came out, which is TJ Klune's latest release. Probably go book shopping at some point. Anyway, moving on. I'm also planning on reading a couple of digital books this month. You know, I love my Kindle. I got it right here. Me and KU really get along. And the coolest thing about Kindle Unlimited is that there's not just KU books that become available. What happens is that Kindle will release very popular books for Kindle Unlimited for a short amount of time, and then they'll kind of pull off the Kindle Unlimited aspect of it. I try and grab books I'm excited about as fast as possible, and I don't really want to pay for them. I already went over what happened with Happy Place, okay? I said I was gonna buy it on Kindle, and then I saw the physical version and I was like, but what if I didn't do that? What I do is I keep a KU subscription and then I can just grab popular books as they come out. So with that being said, they did offer Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings on KU. I don't know if it's still up. I was able to check it out or grab it while it was up. Magnolia Parks is another book that I was sort of kind of de-influenced by. People either really love Magnolia Parks or they really hate it. And I, at my core, am just not a hater. That is a lie. I am a hater. But when it comes to books or media in general, I very often love it. I don't really tend to dislike things as much as I expect myself to. Some of my favorite booktubers both love and hate Magnolia Parks. So I'm excited to see where I kind of fall on that spectrum. What else am I gonna read? I'm in the middle of In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. And this book is like super popular right now. And I'm putting it on this list so that I can feel accomplished with completing my TBR. I'm a couple chapters in. It hasn't really grabbed me yet, but it is interesting and easy to read. In a Jam is definitely one that I plan on getting to in May, but oftentimes with KU books, I kind of push them back because I'm like, well, we'll see if I get to it this month. And then lastly, I have two thrillers that I'm looking to read this month. They're both by Freda Mcfadden. I just finished The Housemaid by Freda Mcfadden and I really liked it and I want to read the second one. So I'm looking to read that book. It can't really give you much of the plot without kind of spoiling what the first one is about. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Last but not least, I really want to read The Inmate by Freda Mcfadden, which is another one of her books that I've heard is really good. So just kind of add a little bit of spice. I used to read primarily romance and I've really broken that up and thrown a bunch of different genres into the mix. I like that. I'm enjoying not just reading romance. And I think with any genre of book, if you read too much of it, you know what's gonna happen. The beats of the book don't really surprise you anymore. I think this month is gonna be really exciting. I hope that I get to all of the books on my TBR. How many did I grab? 9. There's 9 books on my TBR. I've, like I said, never had a TBR TBR before, so I'm excited to see what I get into this month and see if I can kind of stay on task for a little goal-oriented reading month. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!